Hey, so earlier today I posted a video about my thoughts on the Xbox conference. Uh, Overall, I did not like it. I was very disappointed in it. I was very much looking forward to it, and I thought it was really uh, a disappointing showcase. And I got a bunch of comments on that video that were very similar. I just saw a couple of more, a couple more. Um, there's a sense that people say, oh, well, that's what we told you, Jaffe, that this was what would happen with Game Pass. This one guy says Game Pass lowers the quality of games. We all called it. Game Pass effect, Jaffe, time to open your eyes, on and on and on. And I just want to be real clear on this. One thing has nothing to do with the other, okay? The the business model of Game Pass, I have a great deal of faith in. I am a fan of it. I think, like subscription-based television, if people can do it the right way, you're going to end up with more interesting games, better competition. There's nothing inherent in the business model that demands the games be uninteresting. If the only thing you value in games is production value, I would agree with you. I would say, well, yeah, I think at least at the moment, and maybe for for quite some time, if not forever, video games do not have the reach that movies and TV have. And so you're probably not going to want to be spending frequently $200 million on games. But the $200 million doesn't buy imagination. The $200 million doesn't buy interesting play mechanics or cool ideas. The $200 million buys production value and sexy animation systems and top of the line, tech visuals to make it look even more photoreal, and on and on and on. So I just want to be clear on that. This idea that, oh, the reason we saw a bunch of shit, not all of it, and it wasn't shit like it was the worst thing ever, but it was incredibly disappointing in its averageness, I would say. A lot of it, most of it. To suggest the reason we saw it being average, it just doesn't make any sense. Follow it through. So Microsoft didn't acquire these studios that were creative and clever and then say, we're going to pay you less, and the people at the studio said, okay, but we're not going to bring our creative A game, right? The business model has nothing to do. It's all management. Okay, it's all management. It's the fact that they're greenlighting things that are not inspired, that are not interesting, that are not clever, that are not strong intellectual properties, and in that, you end up with a conference like today. And I think that sits squarely at the responsibility of Microsoft Xbox management. What you greenlight determines the spirit, the voice of your company. And if all your greenlighting is kind of generic, uninspired stuff, it's got nothing to do with the budget. Now, you can love Game Pass, you can hate Game Pass. I happen to love it, and I will continue to subscribe to it because it's great value and I use it all the time. But love or hate it, to assume that the reason today's showcase was negative was because of the business model, that's utterly ridiculous. The only way that would work is the business model demanded Xbox go out and buy really cheap studios that historically aren't imaginative and don't do very good work. And then you could say, well, you get what you pay for. But that's not the studios we're talking about. We're talking about Obsidian, and we're talking about Bethesda, and we're talking about Double Fine, and we're the list, on and on and on. These are not companies that are bankrupt for creativity. The fact that we didn't see the guy Hellraiser, whatever, I get the titles are. It's not Team Ninja, it's the other ninja. What I'm talking about, the soul thing with the girl. The fact that that's been in production forever, we didn't see that. That's got nothing to do with them not having creativity over at that team. I'm always bad remembering this title. It's so fucking generic, the title. That's management, man. So let's just be clear. Love it, hate it. You're barking up the wrong tree if you think the negative show today had anything to do with the business model. It had everything to do with a negative, bad shitty green light process at Xbox.